Hi, this is Lmunoz, and this is my Module 6 presentation. For question number 1, how does research on life conditions that accelerate telomere shortening illustrate the joint influence of heredity and environment on biological aging? First, biological aging refers to when cells reach its full potential and organs begin to experience some declines in their functioning. Telomeres are part of the DNA and they act as a cap, which prevents the breakdown of the DNA whenever it duplicates. Research has shown that stressful life events, such as malnutrition during the prenatal period, or family violence, and being bullied during childhood, or taking care of a child or family member with an illness during the adulthood can cause telomere shortening. An example for joint influence of telomeres and biological aging is how malnutrition during the prenatal period does have a long-term effect on biological aging, which causes organs to become senescent much sooner, or for them to reach their full potential and start to be unable to duplicate. Question number 2, why are people in committed relationships likely to be more sexually active and satisfied than those who are dating several partners? So individuals who have multiple partners tend to feel negative emotions like low self-esteem, depressive mood, and regret. Especially, it's more common amongst women. Single people nowadays usually tend to use online dating apps. And they're a whole lot more common than ever before. So even though these apps do claim that they use certain techniques to help match couples, they don't necessarily create couples who are per se long-lasting. There's also what is known as the shopping mentality, where the feeling of having options persists and creates unreal expectations of a partner. When these expectations or ideals are not met, unsatisfaction is increased amongst the single people. Question number 3, how does expertise affect information processing? And why is expertise necessary for but not the same as creativity? So expertise allows information to be processed in a much quicker and more effective way. Those individuals with expertise in a certain subject are able to systematically analyze and categorize elements, which helps to display different possibilities whenever a problem is encountered, rather than going by trial and error, such as those who are non-experts would do. Expertise is necessary for creativity. This is explained by the 10-year rule, which Burke talks about in the book, where one develops mastery level creativity. And within this decade, it is that individuals are able to gain exposure to a certain field or hobby, which allows sufficient expertise, allowing them for creative work in that field. Question number 4, what student and college environment characteristics contribute to favorable psychological changes during the college years? So college students tend to develop a greater understanding of themselves and have a solidified sense of identity with a higher self-esteem. They also develop reasoning and concern about issues like race and politics, and they gain interest in literature and historical events. And these new characteristics are due to the interaction of diversely mixed peers and their ability to be able to participate in out-of-class events such as community services. Question number 5, what cultural changes have led to the emergence of the period known as emerging adulthood? So first of all, emerging adulthood is recognized as a delayed transition to adulthood that usually occurs between the time period of the late teens to the mid-20s. The emerging adulthood has given individuals the ability to achieve a higher education, to travel, or turn a hobby into a career, such as building your own small business. One of the cultural changes that encourages this emergence period is the fact that first level entry jobs are now requiring more education. According to Kohler, entry-level jobs require years of experience, which they use as a tactic to avoid a flood of applicants who know nothing about the industry. However, this requirement can also motivate individuals to seek higher education. Um, Cultures such as those in Africa, South America, and Asia do not experience the emerging adulthood. And this is because they undergo marriage and parenthood, and they also tend to find lifelong work much sooner than those in the Western nations. This could be due to the fact that they are poor nations per se, which does require them to grow up faster than the Western nations do. And lastly, question number 6. According to Levinson, how do the life structures of men and women differ? So according to Levinson, adult men and women both have dreams of who they want to be and what they want. He does mention that men and women's dreams strive towards building a career, but they differ in the fact that women have split dreams, which means that their dreams are split between wanting a career and marriage. Levinson found that during their 20s, men were able to accomplish their degree and begin their careers while focusing on finding a lifelong partner and starting a family by their 30s. In contrast, women got married and began a family in their 20s and finished their degrees and started their careers by their 30s. Thank you.